This is Graptopetalum Ellen, also known as DARUMA SHU-REI. These plants are quite easy to grow. They are very fast growing. Hello there, my name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. I grow them exposed to the element. So this is out in my open air area. It gets midday sun. Look, and now it's afternoon sun. And they are pink and chubby and beautiful. When they grow like that, sort of hang over. They're very stemmy. But that's the beauty of them. That's what I like about them. So they don't have to grow like a rosette, like this PVN here or that Supreme over here. But they do grow like Acidum clavatum, like hang over like this. But that's the beauty of them. So if I fall back like that, so look how beautiful they are. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Also, see these ones here? You can grow them compact. If you don't like this look, you can just break them off and stick it somewhere and it will grow. Or otherwise, also, you can put it in a big pot, like this one here. So I've got this growing in a big pot. This is my large version of Graptopetalum Ellen. So it's about 3 inches across, and the other one is about 2 inches across. So this is my small form, and these are my big form. But if I take this out of this big pot, or say for example, if you plant them in the ground, they will grow that thick. But if you put them in a shallow pot, like these ones here, they would tend to grow. They're not as stemmy. So this one is already going stemmy as well. But look how chubby that is. Oh my goodness. Look how beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. It's like, I don't know, you just want to, it's like marshmallow. That's it. That looks like marshmallow. The inside, so it doesn't really matter whether you have it exposed to the sun or growing in the shadow or in the shade here. This is still sort of bright light, but this, because of the pot on top here, it sort of covers them, but they do get afternoon sun. So these ones are nice and pink still. So all the way around here, all these plants that you see, oh my goodness, so beautiful. All of this in the pot 3.5 years ago came from a single pot of plant like this one. And all I did, so this was 3.5 years ago, exactly the same pot, like it's probably the same pot that I put it in, but anyway, or I got it from when I bought it. So 3.5 years ago, I bought a plant, or a Graptopetalum Ellen, or DARUMA SHU-REI, and it was the same scenario like this one. So there was 3 heads, and the spacing was like that, so it wasn't compact or pink like the first ones I've shown you. And so what I did is took off all the leaves like this. I left, okay, anything that's sort of out of the, okay, so I like the center, okay, so I like the center rosette, so I remove all the gangly, I call it gangly, all the gangly bits. I take it off, or I've taken it off, and check that one's out of the, sort of not even. Okay, so all I did was that. So I left it with, say, 3 heads like that. And within a week, those things started growing. They are really fast growers. And now when it's the weather, well, here in Australia, it's autumn at the moment. So when the weather is cool, not winter, okay, so this is, I bought it before winter. So sometime at the end of March is when I got it. End of February, sorry. So that was the end of summer, and then coming into autumn is when I first got it. And straight away, that's what I did to it. And then left it, and within a week, it started growing. Like, I call it germinating, or the babies popped out, or they sprouted. And from that one potted plant like that to now, all these plants that you are seeing. They love water, but when they do get too much water, you'll see all those little dots like that. That means the cell of the plant is sort of bursting because they have too much water. But it doesn't matter, they still look pretty. So all those little bits there, so it still goes pink. And this Ellen here in the pot was my original plant. So this one has already seen a lot of battles. So I put it in my pretty pot, and I just started harvesting and harvesting, and then the ones I've harvested, I harvested again. So this one actually came to a stage wherein the whole thing started sort of dying, and it was all pink, but it sort of started dying, and see the roots there coming out. So normally if you have roots like that, if you break that off, hang on, and then stick it in there, that will grow. Now this one here, because it's looking ugly already, I'm going to remove that one in the bottom. Come on. Okay, so now it's cute and small. If I stick it in there, that will grow. And how about we do some more? Okay, this one doesn't have any root, so I'm just going to remove that there. And that too will grow. And I just sit it on top. No need to stick it in the soil. You can stick it in the soil if you like. But see that one there with the root? Might as well take that off, because I can repot this again. So when the roots take hold, and sorry spider, okay, when the roots take hold, then they will grow again, and I can transplant them to another pot. But for the meantime, I can just tuck it again in the corner here. I actually had it, I'll put it back here. I actually had it growing in the corner here. They are frost hardy, by the way, so they can take a fair bit of frost. And -11 C is the coldest they've experienced. But this one now, this whole pot has been grown and acclimatized. That is a lot of plants. They're going into my garden, so I'm still working on my garden now, but I'm just gonna take out the whole lot and plonk it into the soil or in the pot or wherever I decide to put it, and that's it, and let it go run wild. Now this Ellen, I really prefer calling them DARUMA SHU-REI. I don't know why. But anyway, see this DARUMA. Or Ellen. Okay, this Ellen's easy, I think. Yeah, this Ellen, I actually grew it in the shade. So when I grew it in the shade, all the leaves I put on the top, and then they started growing out like this. And then when they grew out, I taken them out of the shade and put it here, which is basically semi-shaded, because I got all these pots and everything that's covering it, and it doesn't get any direct sunlight except for about 2 hours in the morning, very lightly, and during the day it doesn't even get sunlight or direct sunlight. But anyway, I'm gonna have to remove this now because I'm putting it under my 50 zone where I want it to grow. I shouldn't really be having the camera on while I'm doing this, but just gonna show you what I do. Let's go up here. That way I got more. Okay. Take that off. And we'll take this off from the top. Okay. Did you see my octopus maneuver? And don't go grabbing that. I'm gonna hang it up over. Come on, please cooperate. Wah! Yes, that way. Okay, did I do it? Yes. So I'm giving it more room so it can swing around. So see now, I'm just gonna clean off all the dry leaves. And by the way, I don't fertilize my succulents, for that matter, for a whole year. So I only put fertilizer on my soil mix, and if I need to put fertilizer, I mostly use a seaweed-based fertilizer. So any seaweed-based fertilizer is what I spray them once a year, and they seem to be happy and doing well. And now that they're all like becoming leggy or etiolated, but it doesn't matter, they are going to catch up to these ones here. So anyway, that is my Graptopetalum Ellen, or otherwise known as DARUMA SHU-REI. There's a dash. SHU-REI. I don't even know how you, sorry to those Koreans, please tell us how to pronounce it properly. Am I pronouncing it correctly? DARUMA SHU-REI. Okay, anyway. Ellen. Okay, we'll call it Ellen. So I really like those leggy thing. I know. I think they're beautiful. Imagine that. All the pots, oh, you see that, and then that will just hang down to here. Or probably retract now. Okay, that's it. Very easy plant to grow. So highly recommended. No stress, no nothing, no pest issues. Oh, by the way, I forgot, yeah, mealybug doesn't like them as well. I haven't found a single mealybug on my Ellen yet. So anything, spiders, yeah, the spiders, sorry, but no mealybugs. So I think it's best to get a plant that's sort of resistant or not liked by mealybug. I think it's all happy days.